Okay, so this is like how to make animations for your like Gorilla Tag fan game. It's gonna be like kind of like my friend Coco's video where he shows how to do it in Unity. Except I'm gonna show you how to do it in Blender just in case you wanna know. So if you already have your model, right, you gotta rig it and everything. So you gotta start off, you know, like how you want it to like, start off at. Is what I mean. It's like rotate it. So this is just how to. This is basically Coco's, just in Blender. So I'm gonna just show you how to do basically what he did just in Blender. So you gotta pose it like how you want, just how like you start it. Is what I mean. So you gotta go like this. So this is in Blender, so there's things that are gonna be different. So you gotta start off your like start position. Like do something like this if you want to. So it's not like it's not it's kind of like normal Unity, but not completely like it. So down here, scroll in a bit, so where you could see like the 5, 10, 15. Because if you're too scrolled out, you can't see the 5. So scroll in where you can see the 5, move this to 0, and then when you have your start position, make sure you're in pose mode. You want to click A, right, and then click I, and then do location, rotation, and scale. And you should see this thing right here pop up. Move it up. This thing. It should pop up because that's the start position. So you want to move it to 5, and then grab this, and now kind of like rotate it forward, and pick, so it's like picking the hand up, like this, kind of like halfway, so it looks like it's walking, and then here, you're gonna make it look like it's like kind of walking backwards. So move it back here, like kind of put it kind of in the same position, but put it to like something like this, so it's not completely in the same position. Then make sure, remember, it has to be at 5, and then do A, I, location, rotation, and scale, and you're gonna be at this. So go to 10, then go to the arm in the very back, this one, and then move it all the way to like up here, like the other arm, just where it started. And you want to grab this arm, move this over here forward and on the ground. So now you should have kind of like the opposite. So then make sure you gotta position it all correctly. And you go to A, and then you click I, location, rotation, and scale. And you go up to 15. Move this down a bit, up, make the hand face like point forward. So it's like this. And then move this back towards it's like kind of aligned. And then make it look like it's walking. And do A, I, location, rotation, and scale. So it should be like that. And then make sure you have all the bones selected. And then you want to drag over the first thing. Control C to copy it. Go to 20, and then Control V to paste. So okay, do this instead. Go here. Make sure it's at the starting position. Right click. Copy pose. Go to 20. Right click, paste pose. And then click I, location, rotation, and scale. And then if you go to the first keyframe, like these things are keyframes, and you click play, you could see, it might not loop properly, is you gotta go to this like printer looking thing, and then you gotta put end, because it stops at 20, the last keyframe's at 20, so you gotta put the end to 20, and it stops right there. So now if I play it, it kind of plays smoothly, but it's just the arms that move. which looks pretty boring. So this is for like if you want to make a monster. Of course, you could put different textures on it. This is just how to animate it. And then you want to grab this bone. I want to go to the very beginning. I go to this Y view, hold down control and move it up. Actually no, leave it here, go to 5 and then hold down control and move it up. And then do I, location, rotation and scale. And then go to 15, like, yeah, it's 5 and then 15. So move like 10 up. And then move it up again. And then I, location, rotation and scale. And now it doesn't really look that boring. It doesn't look that scary because it doesn't have like all the creepy textures. It's just like a normal walking animation. But here's just a tutorial, so it's not like I'm not going all crazy and everything. But yeah, that's how to make. Oh, I'll tell you. Oh, I gotta tell you how to import it into Unity, cause it's kind of difficult. Ignore all this stuff. So I'll just use a different model. So after you do the file, so when you're exporting it, do file, export, FBX. Now this is what you want to look. Look at the direction it's facing. So it's facing like this. So it's facing in the Y direction. So see if I click this, it's facing towards the camera. See if you have this thing on and you click on this, it shows front orthographic. You might be doing it on an X, on one of the X views like this or the other X, which is right. But make sure when you're modeling it, it's on the front orthographic. That's what I do all the time. So so you gotta make sure it's on the front orthographic. So when you do file, export, FBX, you do whatever you want to export it into. Then you want to come down here, where it says bake animation. Or no, okay, you gotta look at transform, and it says Z forward. You want to put it to Y forward, and then make sure all these are on. Under turn on bake animation, and make sure all these are on, and you can export it. But I'm not going to because I don't need to because this is a tutorial. So when you have it exported and in your Unity project, you want to move it into your project, into the scene, and you should already know how to set up all the monster stuff. But so when you have it in your project like this, you want to go to the thingy you have in your assets, like the FBX down here. You want to go to rig. You want to turn avatar definition right here where it should say no avatar. You click it, you can do create from this model, and then click apply. When it's like that, and you want to go to animation, you should find the animation here where it says clips, right? So you want to click on the animation that you made. You could rename it if you want. You want to go down and turn on loop time, this thing right here, so it loops over and over again. See if you click this play button, you can see the animation down here. And then after that's done, you want to do create animator controller, which I have mine right here. You want to click create animator controller, and then you want to click this arrow next to the FBX, and this like triangle thing, you want to drag this. You want to drag this thing like up over here, and it should be this should be orange. Like this shouldn't be here because I already did it. So this should be orange, and the entry should be connected to this. So I'm gonna just move it back. But yeah, you'll have it like this, and you want to go out of it, click on this, and it should have animator and the avatar here. And then you want to drag the controller you made with the thingy you dragged into it, the triangle that you had dragged into it. You want to grab that and move this to controller right here where it says controller. And then if you do window animation, let me show you. Hold up, if I do close tab, window animation. This thing should pop up. Grab it and just drag it down to here. Here. So after, if you gotta make sure you have the controller in here, or else this won't work. Cause after you have the controller in here, then you could click play. Oh, here's the jump scare. But it doesn't matter. You'll have your animation playing. You'll have your animation playing. But yeah, that's how you do that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and you go watch my friend's video because it's cool, and he has other thingies tutorials to do. And yeah, this is me playing with them. But yeah, um, you should go subscribe to his channel and mine, and like too, cause it's cool. And yeah, that 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 that's really it with the whole animation stuff. So see ya.